Greetings, fellow productivity seekers. Today I'm going to do something a little different. Today is a day for Garland's Rant. And my rant today is about software pricing. And it's like why software pricing per user per month is so annoying. So back in the day, I used to be able to buy software. I could own it, I could use it forever, I could even sell it if I wanted to. But then came this annoying trend of software being, priced per user per month. So why is this so freaking annoying to me? Well, first off, it's not cheap. If a company charges $30 a month for their software, that's $360 a year. So even if they charge you $300 for the software up front, that would be less money and you might be able to use it for 2 or 3 years before you had to upgrade. Currently, I pay about $250 a month for my software, or about $3,000 annually just for the software needed to run my company. And that doesn't include things like internet and those kinds of things and web hosting. This is just the software I'm using on my computer. So another thing is it's not like I have the option to buy the software anymore. I can't. Everything is only licensed. It's a monthly subscription or an annual subscription or nothing. So there's no other options with it. Now, look, I get it. Software is expensive to create, support is expensive to run, and cloud-based software is expensive because you have to have all that infrastructure in place. But when you're a small business, you've got to keep the costs down. So in many cases, these subscription models might work for large companies who have tons of money, but for solo entrepreneurs, small businesses, they're just not going to work so very well at all. So here's an example from my own personal experience. So I use a software program called Nimble for my CRM, my customer relationship management system. It's a great tool. I love how it integrates with social media. The price is decent. It's only $25 a month. But then you realize that that's $25 a month per user. And I might think, oh, okay, well, Garland, you're one user, so it's still only $25 a month. But it's not. What if you have 5 people on your team? Suddenly that's $100 to $125 a month for one tool, just one. So, and I train virtual assistants and I have other freelancers working with me. So if I want any of those people to be able to use my Nimble, to be able to work at all with my contacts, I have to gain them access. So each one of those people is going to cost me $25. And I rotate through. I have tons of different virtual assistants I work with, depending on who's available for that job. So let's say I bought a second license, gave it to my virtual assistant, and then suddenly my virtual assistant gets really busy with my client work. Maybe I have to bring my second virtual assistant on board to do that. Now I need another license. So it just adds up and it gets really expensive. So per user pricing doesn't make sense for the customer. So many companies have a very clear idea of how many people on their team, how many employees they have, so they can pay X dollars a month per user for their software. But consultants and small agencies may have a continually rotating group of people. If you're a small agency that has 10 subcontractors, that gets incredibly expensive. And you may have a lot of people who aren't technically employees, but you want them to have access to the software as well, maybe clients, freelancers, people working outside. And so that makes it really difficult. And then you might have some people you have to pay for licenses for, and these people don't actively use the software, maybe sales managers and things like that, who need to go in now and then, maybe pull a report, but they don't really need to have a full-time license because they're not working all the time. So in order to get the best deal possible, of course, most of us are going to get the bare minimum number of licenses we can squeak by with, but then as you scale up, you have to renegotiate or look for another tool or start spending more money. So I do understand software companies need to make money, but per user per month really hammers small companies. So what can you do about it? So are a few alternatives you can look at. So the first one is to look at using free software alternatives. So it's not always possible, but sometimes there's some great free tools out there that may be nearly as capable as the paid professional ones. So one example is LibreOffice as an alternative to Microsoft Office. Another one might be to use GIMP as an alternative to Adobe Photoshop, or Wave as an alternative to QuickBooks. So you can look for these tools, see if they can work for you, the free or the lower cost ones. Another one is to purchase lifetime licenses for the software. Now, they're not always available, but some tools will offer you a lifetime membership, and I've done that with several tools, and that's really helped keep my costs down. A great source for that is AppSumo, and I'll put the link down below in the description. AppSumo offers lifetime pricing on a range of up-and-coming softwares. So usually they're newer softwares, up-and-coming. They might be the future leaders, but you don't know yet. But because they're up-and-coming and they're hungry for new people to work with their tools and to try them out, they're willing to offer a lifetime deal. The trick, though, with doing this is to make sure that you get enough licenses for whatever you're going to need. One of my clients purchased, I think 3 licenses and now needs 5, so she had to upgrade to get more. Had she known at the time she would need 5, she should have gotten that. And AppSumo, what I love about them is they're really good about refunds. If you're within the refund period and you request a refund online, there's no questions asked. They just are really good about that. So I use AppSumo to find great new software, test it against my existing softwares, and I've replaced several tools that I was paying $20 or $30 a month for with some lifetime packages that I might have paid $49 to $69 for. So it's a great way of doing it. Another one to look at is to look at some tools that offer better pricing, maybe multi-user bundles for pricing. So an example is MailerLite. So MailerLite is my favorite email list management solution. Their growing tier account at $9 a month for 1,000 subscribers includes 3 users. So their lowest paid one includes 3 users instead of just 1. The advanced account at $19 a month for 1,000 subscribers has unlimited users. So if I'm paying at that level, now that price goes up, of course, as your subscribers go up, but I can have unlimited people working with that. So I can have as many virtual assistants as I want working in my MailerLite program, and I don't have to worry about it. Nifty is a great task management tool, one I really like, and their $39 starter plan a month gives you 10 users. I mean, $39 a month for 10 users, that's reasonable. Instead of like $25 a month for Nimble, if I had 10 users, that would cost me $250 for Nimble. 10 users for Nifty is going to cost me $39. So that's, again, another great way to do these kinds of things. You can also try to negotiate a lower price. I mean, you can contact the software company and say, hey, look, I'm a small business, but I need 4 people doing this because I have freelancers. Pitch them, see what they tell you. A lot of them might say, sorry, nothing we can do. But I had one great tool, and I won't mention them because everybody might go to them asking for more licenses, but they gave me a really nice spread of licenses that I was able to use for all my virtual assistant team at no additional cost, and that was fantastic, and this is a tool I and my virtual assistants use every day. So what is your most annoying software purchasing experience? Please share it below. Have you found ways to work around it? Let me know. Thanks so much for listening. Please hit the like and subscribe button so that YouTube knows to share this video with more people. Thank you so much for listening. And remember, when it comes to time, it's your time, your choice.
Bizmentum, online business networking, reimagined.